foto. Ja, wie heeft een goede camera? Jongens, hij is niet overleden. Op deze staan.
It's a great pleasure. It's a great pleasure. It's a great pleasure to have all of you here today.
Nou, we zijn er klaar voor. We gaan begonnen.
Hoe laat is het nou hier? Het is 5 uur.
Where are you stopping?
Just to film.
Jij bent aan de beurt.
Ja, doei.
I've been driving all night, my hands wet on the wheel. There's a voice in my head that drives my heel. It's my baby calling, says I need you here. And it's 4:30 and I'm shifting gear. When she's lonely and the longing gets too much, she sends a cable coming in from above. Don't need to phone at all. We've got a thing that's a cold red I love.
So you're gonna share a bed?
Yeah.
Red I love.
This is definitely a song about loneliness. Let's just say a farm boy from, well, Cape Breton, Nova Scotia. He might feel that he should do something different than his daddy did. Farming, fishing, coal mining. You know what I mean. Not that he's not proud of his daddy, but the big city has a way of luring the country boy. He wouldn't be there all too long before he'd get himself a pretty good job. You know what I mean. A factory somewhere. Might even work himself up to be foreman someday. You can never tell.
12 minutes past the hour of 3 o'clock, and I have with me a very special guest. Just, well, he's down the hall, but he comes up every now and then. Richie Warren. Richie, pull that mic over there by you, my friend.
Dennis, pleasure to be here.
25th anniversary, Rich. Sum it all up, man.
We're looking forward to a great weekend, and I don't think you have had as many guests as you have here today doing your broadcast.
Well, yeah.
I'm honored that the team from the Netherlands, the Hague, have given me a T-shirt with my name on the back, and I'm honored, and I thank them very much, and I'm delighted to have the team here. And of course, you're going to speak to Dutchie, and he's the spearhead of getting everybody here, and he deserves a wonderful round of applause for it.
What we've experienced so far in the reaction of the crowd, the guys in my team are they're all already excited and talking about booking trips for next year. But let's see what happens in Game 1 Thursday night. Thursday night we're playing Center 200 on 1945, so that's 7:45. And I hereby invite everybody in Cape Breton or everybody in Sydney to come and watch us. We need the crowd, we need the cheers. So we'll be playing our game, we'll be putting our best on the ice, and hopefully afterwards everybody in Sydney is going to come and join us for a beer. The trip in total was about 27 hours, so it took us about 24 hours to get acclimatized, but yeah, I think after our practice session yesterday in the evening, had a good night rest.
That's our goalie, that's our goalie.
That's not fair. That's not fair. He shouldn't.
Dutchie, let's see you do that, Dutchie! Let's see you do that, buddy!
Ready to go. The Hague Dreamteam, the Hague from Holland.
Finn's Ryan, there it is.
Thank you.
Hey, I know you want to see me fall, man. I know you'd rather see me lose it all, but I'm a born winner. I was put on this earth to make a difference, homie. The world is my playground. The birds left the cage, I'm doing things my way now. Yeah, man, I'm willing to die for the cause. That's the difference between me and y'all. To be the best, you have to beat the best. I'm undefeated, my style is everlasting, and I'ma never back down, you fucking clown. Yeah, we win. You lose, we live, you die. The world is mine. Yo, the world is mine.
Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to the first game of the Dream Team, The Hague, in the Vince Ryan 2014 tournament. Today's opponent is last year's winner of the tournament, McPhee's Plumbing and Heating. In their goal, there's a descendant of Dutch settlers, Mark Pronk. In the goal of the Dream Team, we can see their undisputable number one goalie, Ruud van der Holst. The games are played in 2 20-minute periods. And we're off. First attack was initiated by an offensively playing defender, Marco Kronenberg, who found Manitas de Melina, but the shot went wide. Also, McPhee's showed their teeth when from the counterattack they tested Van der Holst. The very next shift, we witnessed first goal of the Dream Team in the tournament. Second line then consisted of the Jakarta brothers and a Czech import Jiri, produced a nice passing play with a fine result at the end. 1-0 by Marco Hotinga. Also, the third line of the Dream Team showed their quality when after a nice back pass of Jeffry Franken, Benny Beintema almost managed to put the puck into the net. From the counterattack, the McPhees scored their first goal after a nice backhand shot. In the 5th minute of the game, after a nice pass of Stefan Collard, De Melina escaped on the left-hand side. His ideal pass found the Dream Team captain, Mike Merkelbach, called the Dutchie, but Prong made a good save. Then Franken on the left-hand side overskated everyone in the way, but could not deliver against a brilliantly goalieing Prong. Then the same happened to Michel de Ruiter. He was trying to tip in a shot from Collard. Bronk was on top of his game. And it needs to be said, he was a little lucky too, because God knows what saved De Melina from scoring his first goal. Same story again. Franken flew past the defense, but Pronk made a good save. Then in the 15th minute, also, Van der Holst had to show some of his fine skills by saving a shot and a rebound. In the next minute, right after that, the Hotinga brothers struck again. Richard kept his balance after a brutal attack on the blue line. Tic-tac-toe, and a goal by Jiri, 2-1. And that was the final result of period number 1. Second period started with an equalizer by McPhee. After a misfortunate bounce, it was easy to put the puck in. Then there were some problems with the clock. So it was the only guy behind the clock who knew the time, but the ref managed to fix it. Back to the game. Franken stayed on the puck. Served a nice pass to the Ruiter. His shot bounced back to Franken, whose situation was easy. 3-2. Beautiful tip in by Franken. Then De Melina showed his qualities. After a resilient back check across all the ice rink, gaining the puck, not reacting to a few fouls committed on him, and a few nice fakies, he reached the offensive zone, where he produced one of his hardest backhands ever in his career. 4-2. Pronk was finally broken. Then the second line, in cooperation with offensive defender Kronenberg, produced another piece of nice passing hockey. Kronenberg saved the puck on the blue line. Richard Hotinga passes the puck to marking Hotinga. Goal! Second goal of the game for the Hotinga brothers. 5-2. In the 14th minute of the second period, Koos Batenburg found Karel van Eyck on the blue line. Karel took the puck in. De Melina skated across the rink from the bench, screaming, "Karel, Karel!" And it was unstoppable. 6-2. Then after a blunt attack of McPhee's, who looked very tired in this phase of the game, offensive defender Kronenberg fled on the right-hand side, but his shot was stopped. The crowd was enjoying the performance of both teams. Dream Team found their supporters right from the get-go. And McPhee's was very tired by now. Late in the second period, Van Eyck easily skated through offensive zone in a three-legged stance, found Jeffry Franken, who scored his second goal of the game. 7-2. Dream Team was enjoying themselves at this time of the game, and Van der Holst had hardly anything to do. Last words of the game was for the Utrecht sniper Stefan Collard. After a lucky bounce of a pass of another offensive defender, Johan ten Berge roofed it into the back of the net. Dream Team could celebrate their first victory of the tournament by beating last year's number 1 McPhee's Plumbing and Heating. Final score 8-2.
Just very quickly, the team from The Hague has just arrived from the Netherlands. Let's have a nice round of applause for them.
The legend of the phoenix all ends with beginnings. What keeps the planet spinning? The force from the beginning. Love. We've come too far.
Second game of the Dream Team The Hague was scheduled on Friday, March the 21st, and the opponents were McInnes Lumberjacks. In the third minute, Karel van Eyck successfully forechecked in the zone of the Lumberjacks, and Franken buried the puck into the net. In the 6th minute, Marco Hontinga found his brother Richard. The puck bounced to Jiri, who brought the puck into the zone. Got rid of a defender and found a free Richard Hontinga in front of the goal. Richard Hontinga scores 2-0. De Melina winning the face-off. Passing to Collardi, found the back of the net. Whistles one right off the roof. Beautiful screening by Mike Dutch in the 9th minute of the first period. First goal of the Lumberjacks. It's the first shot on the goal for them, and a completely cold goalie, Rudy van der Holst, reacted too late. 3-1. The Lumberjacks started to find a little bit more rhythm. Stouthammer lost the puck on the blue line, but the Lumberjacks didn't manage to capitalize. Van der Holst was back on top of his game. Johan ten Berge then, holding the blue line, returning the puck to De Melina. Finds Collard. Wicked shot, and puts the Dream Team in a comfortable 4-1 lead. His second goal in the game, and again another perfect screening by Mike Dutch. Then Kolar in the corner. Few fakies back to the blue line. Puck goes around the goal. Again, still Kolar. Beautiful pass to Carl Van Eyck. Super happy with that one. Demelina, Kolar, and Van Eyck. A beautiful combination right there. In the 5th minute of the second period, Kronenberg found a skating Mike Dutch on the blue line, but the captain, even with the help of the Crosby fakie, didn't score. In the next minute, the Lumberjacks fought for the puck in the offensive zone, and it paid off. They squeezed the puck between the legs of Van der Holst. The goal boosted the Lumberjacks' efforts and shifted the momentum of the game to their side. They had several very good chances, but an excellent Van der Holst in the goal and the defensive team effort by the Dream Team, especially by Stouthammer, who spent nearly the whole shift rolling on his knees, eventually didn't allow any more complications in the game. Then, the final nail was nailed into the coffin of the Lumberjacks. Kronenberg found Jiri in the middle zone, and he surprised the goalie with a backhand shot. 6-2. Then the game got opened, and both teams somehow forgot that defense is an important part of the game. First, it was a Lumberjack that was banging on Van der Holst's catching glove, and even managed to steal a stick of Battenberg. Then there was a 2-on-1 situation, but the Dutchie was denied. Demelina slaloming his way into the zone, but the goalie stood tall. And finally, a Lumberjack, after finding a free puck on the blue line, tried to fool Van der Holst, but didn't succeed. Nice job by Van der Holst. The final score eventually remained 6-2, and it meant another important step on the road to the finals for the Dream Team.
Beren ontdekt. 2 beren in Canada. Brother Bears. Ik ga ze niet neerschieten. BAM! Het slapen gewoon door. Die 2 beren hier, gek. Fucking niet normaal.
Third game of the Dream Team was against the main event Jiggers. The game was played very early in the day and the players seemed to be a bit fatigued. Members of both teams had already met, albeit not on the ice but at the local bar, where the Jiggers pre-claimed their victory. And now let's see how it went on the ice. In the 5th minute of the game, Jiri dug the puck out of the corner. Battenberg shot from the blue line, and after a slight deflection, it was 1-0. Then Kolar stole the puck on the blue line, skated into the zone, and top shelves the puck into the left corner. The Jiggers also showed their skill after a nice combination working their way into the zone. A back pass found the Dutch defense in a mess and could not prevent the Jiggers from scoring. 2-1. In the next minute, Kronenberg found Van Eyck on the red line. Passes the puck to Franken, but the goalie produces a really nice save right on the pad. De Ruiter dumping the puck into the offensive zone. Demelina sent it in front of the goal, but the Dutchie shot was not sharp enough. In the 15th minute, Kronenberg passes to Marco Hotinga. He brings the puck to the goal, and after a little scramble, Jiri skated around the goal. Found Richard Hotinga, who scores! 3-1. Last chance of the period. Created by the third line. Stouthammer digs out the puck. Bijntema finds Van Eyck. He skates to the goal, and after a nice cross pass, returns the puck to Bijntema. But the puck had a bit of a bounce, so no goal. After a short break, the game continues. The Dream Team was now obviously stronger, faster, and better than their opponent. Kolar passes to Demelina. Finds the Dutchie. The Dutchie shot was saved, but the puck slipped behind the goal, where it was found by Kolar. Capitalizes and scores. 4-1. Then Van Eyck winning a face-off, and Bijntema hangs the puck into the net. 5-1. The Jiggers also created a chance. And Van der Holst, who must have been called at this time of the game, didn't allow any complications for the Jiggers to score. Then Demelina, fighting for the puck on the blue line, brings it into the zone, passes to the Dutchie, but the Jiggers goalie produces the save of the day. The two of them already had a common history from the night before, when after a few drinks at the bar, the goalie promised that he wouldn't allow Dutchie to score, and so far has kept his word. Then the Jiggers strike again. After a bad change of shifts on the Dutch side, they squeeze the puck into the net. 5-2. The first and only penalty in the game was given to Battenberg, who shot on goal with a slap shot, which is not allowed in amateur competition in Canada. Battenberg protested that he didn't lift the stick above the knee, but the referee didn't agree. The bad luck of Dutchie against the Jiggers goalie was finally broken 4 minutes before the end of the game. Kolar finds Dutchie in front of the goal and finally manages to put the puck into the net. 6-2. The same line managed to score 2 goals in one shift. Demelina getting on the puck after a textbook build-up, skates across the whole rink, and after a simple fake, he slips the puck into the net. Final goal of the game was scored by the Jiggers. They raced through the defense of the Dutch team. Beautiful tip in, and right behind the back of Van der Holst. Final score was 7-3, and with this result, the Dream Team qualified for the finals of the tournament in the 40-plus division.
Zo stil, iedereen wel
Game 4. The finals were scheduled on March the 23rd at 10 a.m. at Bayplex Arena in Glaze Bay. The opponent of the Dream Team are the Bud Light Habs. This game was expected to be a clash of European and Canadian hockey schools and a drama from the beginning to the end. From the very first minute, it was clear that the game would be from coast to coast. After a good defensive back check of Kolar, Kronenberg brought the puck into the zone. Passes to Demelini, who couldn't get the puck into the net. But very well stationed Captain Dutchy, he could, making it 1-0. The same situation occurs during the very next shift. Bud Light Habs attack, but then Jiri bounced the puck onto the boards, and Richard Hotinga, with his sniper-like shot, brought the Dream Team to a 2-0 lead. And again, quick attack of the Bud Light Habs, but this time Van der Holst showed his skills and prevented the Habs from scoring. In the 7th minute, Johan ten Berge fouled a Hab, as you can see, after performing some black magic with gravity, and deservedly so, was sent onto the penalty box. But unfortunately, power play of the Habs didn't prove to be an advantage. In this one-man action, Jiri kept on skating after the puck and beautifully top shelves it into the net. It was clear that the main difference of the two teams was standing between the pipes. Van der Holst was excellent again and again. On the other hand, Bijntema found an unmarked Van Eyck and an uncertain goalie of the Habs. 4-0 for the Dream Team. In the 15th minute, Demelina finds ten Berge on the top of the box, and the rebound was scooped up by Demelina and puts it into the net, 5-0. Right from the face-off, Kronenberg, who was still waiting for his first goal in the tournament, cruises through the middle zone, unselfishly finds Demelina, who scores his second goal in one shift, 6-0. The biggest chance of the Bud Light Habs in the first period was created by Therrien, but Van der Holst didn't give him a chance. In the 17th minute, the Hotinga brothers put a big pressure on the defense of the Habs in their zone. Marco Hotinga finds Jiri, who capitalizes, 7-0. Second period showed a completely different picture of the game. Number 44, Therrien, got a perfect pass, but Stouthammer dived and deflected the puck into the corner. The Dutch team left their legs in the dressing room and the Habs were flying. The pressure was mounting. Van der Holst's legs and hands were kept busy, saving all the pucks that were flying his direction. And when he finally got beaten, the luck factor gets involved as the Habs whistle one off the pipe and deflects the puck away. The only chance of the Dream Team in the second period was created by Demelina and Kronenberg, who after a few nice passes shot the puck over the goal of the Habs and was held to wait for his goal once again. From the quick counterattack, Therrien tried to surprise the Dutch defense, but before he could do so, he was stopped by a nasty knee foul of Battenberg. Therrien didn't like it at all, and with his words, "I need to feed my family," he skated to the bench. And since the last chance of the game also ended up in the glove of Van der Holst, it was said and done. The final score, 7-0. The Dream Team wins the Vince Ryan Tournament 2014 in the Division 40+ after winning all 4 games. They were awarded nice presents and a great feeling of playing hockey in Canada. But still, the best was yet to come. last game of the Dream Team in Canada was an exhibition game against NHL Alumni, which was the game that everybody from the Dutch team was looking forward to. The game was scheduled at 2 p.m., so the Dream Team had some 3 hours to recuperate after winning the finals and prepare for the last game. At the beginning, the NHL Alumni showed their determination for the game by performing a Canadian haka dance of the warrior, sort of a Macarena style, that underlined the spirit of the game. Everybody came here to have fun, and in front of a big crowd, the game was ready to start. After the first drop of the puck, it was clear who was going to dictate the tempo of this game. First 2 shifts, the Dutch team was not even able to clear their zone, and only thanks to goalie Van der Holst, they kept their sheet clean. Then, after 3 minutes of the game, the Dutch escaped the treadmill in their zone. Van Eyck bounced the puck on the boards, and Franken had his first chance, but the goalie made a good save. Then again, Van der Holst showing his quick glove and making another save. In the 8th minute of the first period, Demelina took a deep breath and set off on a journey to the Alumni zone. His shot missing the goal, but he somehow got back on the puck, past the Collard, but his shot was blocked. Then the two exchanged the roles and Collard passed to Demelina. His backhand shot got lost somewhere in the air, and when it landed, Demelina had the best chance in the game so far, but he misses. Then it was time for the first goal. Jiri lost the face-off, and free number 9 didn't hesitate. Next moment, the whole line put pressure on the Alumni defense, and after a poor clearance and an unlucky bounce of the puck against the goal construction, Marco Holdinga manages to squeeze the puck in, making it 1-1. Then it was time for the NHL Alumni to rock and roll again, and Van der Holst had a lot to do to keep the net empty. When the NHL Alumni's number 19 made a full round around the Dutch zone, he finally lost it, and Franken set out on a quick counterattack together with Richard Holdinga. But instead of the pass, he decided to finish it himself. From the counterattack, the Alumni solved the 3-on-1 situation effectively, and number 9 scores his second goal of the game. The crowd was enjoying every second of the game. And then, quick pass around the boards. Then Collard escapes from the Alumni lock and was looking for Johan ten Berge, who storms to the goal, unfortunately missing the pass. Just 32 seconds before the break, the Alumni anticipated the pass in the middle zone, and number 19 slaps the puck behind the back of Van der Holst. Second period started with the pressure of the Alumni again, but Van der Holst did his magic and kept on preventing the Dream Team from a crushing defeat. Then Demelina manages to escape the Alumni defense, but one-handed shot was not anything near to scare the Alumni goalie. The Dutch team started to leave open windows in their defense, and it looked like the game they already played in the morning was slowly taking its toll. Next chance was saved from the goal line by the Ruiter and Stoutheimer. After 5 minutes of the second period, the captain of the NHL Alumni skated down between the rink and hung up the puck into the net, 4-1. In the 7th minute, the Dutch defense left the NHL Alumni free on the blue line to put the backhand shot to the short side of Van der Holst's goal, 5-1. Then Van Eyck got a lucky bounce, but he misses the right moment in releasing the shot. From the counterattack, the Alumni managed to squeeze between the Dutch defense, but Van der Hulst again performed his magic. From the next chance, the Alumni finally scored when number 18 skated around the goal, finds his spot, and surprises Van der Hulst with a shot to the top right corner. In the 14th minute of the second period, the Alumni orchestrated another nice action when, after skating across the whole ring, number 7 found a free mate parked in front of the goal, whose one-timer surprised Van der Hulst. In the 15th minute, Berg found Collard on the blue line. Collard passes it nicely to Van Eyck. The goalie managed to save his shot, but then Collard picks up the puck again, finds Franken, and Franken releases and scores. Right after the face-off, Franken skates into the Alumni zone, passes to Van Eyck, who shot into the 5-hole, which is a surprise for the Alumni goalie. Big joy on the Dutch side, 7-3. Last chance was created by Kronenberg and Demelina, but Demelina's shot was saved. And eventually, best player of the game was Rudy van der Hulst, who was freed from his helmet, and he said he would never put his goalie gear on again. Obviously, nobody believes him. Final score of the game, 7-3.
America's largest adult hockey tournament wrapped up its 25th anniversary event today in Cape Breton. The silver anniversary for the Vince Ryan Memorial saw its first ever visit from a European team. Wearing their country's trademark orange uniforms, the Hague Dreamteam from the Netherlands won their division's championship game today, and they enjoyed a healthy dose of maritime hospitality.
It's too polite. Everything is arranged really well. The tournament organization, they arrange a lot of stuff. Hotels, cars, the people, all the volunteers around here. It's just awesome.
More than 220 teams took part over the weekend. The event has raised more than $700,000 for high school scholarships since its inception.
Ivan, one of the 10 toughest guys ever in the history of the NHL. And Brent Grieve played 250 games in the NHL. They signed every jersey, and then the guys, Mike, who played in the national team, and then in the I, myself played the A, Betsy, Klatch played in the ECHL, and played as a football star, Canadian bobsled team, everything.
I hate you!
All us guys signed our jersey, just the one, okay? So every jersey's got the NHL signatures on it. So take your number.
Yeah, we're just
okay?
we're just 12.
In the Netherlands, you guys like to be naked. Ain't place there. So I think, you know what? It's fantastic we can put this together. You know what? Let's be surrounded by water and be naked. Woo! Fantastic. So we'll see you guys for the next 25 years.
Counting mile marker signs. The
still an issue even as we head in through the day Thursday. So just taking you through the track of this storm, you can see as it moves in through New...
It really does feel like a winter hurricane. People are using that term here as well. We get hurricanes here in the fall, and of course there's a lot.
Goedendag, dit is Michel Ruiter met RTL Nieuws. We zijn momenteel gestrand in Halifax. Wij hebben net te horen gegeven onze vlucht gecanceld, maar er is een kleine mogelijkheid die ons nog gaat. Kijk, daar komen de piloten aan. Die gaan ons waarschijnlijk toch wegbrengen. Ik laat jullie even het een en ander zien. Er is voor de rest niemand op het vliegveld, dus we moeten even kijken of we echt weg kunnen. Het wordt wel steeds erger weer, maar we hopen dat het lukt. Dus even nog wachten. Maar het is wel
Oh, the weather outside is frightful, but the fire is so delightful. And since we've no place to go, let it snow, let it snow, let it snow. It doesn't show signs of stopping, and I've brought some corn for popping. The lights are turned way down low. Let it snow, let it snow, let it snow. When we finally kiss goodnight, how I hate going out in the storm. But if you